Hello and welcome to another edition of the Industry Mixer Countdown right here on all of the social media platforms. And today we will be counting down to episode number 155. And today we have in studio guest Dr. Cal T. So y'all go ahead and let somebody know what is going to be going down tonight and get to share. Appreciate y'all. time is currently 7:10 p.m. We will be getting the interview portion of the industry mixer countdown started off in about 20 minutes. But for right now, definitely go ahead and make sure you hit that share button. Let everyone know where you are at right now. Tune in to the industry mixer countdown to the Mr. Chu Show, episode number 155, y'all. Go ahead and let somebody know where you are at right now. Get back. Hey. The time is now 7:18, and we will be getting the industry mixer countdown started off about 7:30. Man, Dr. Miller in the building right now. Just to let you know he is here, and also to let you know that I need you to go ahead and hit that share button real quick to let everybody know that we will be getting this communication, this sit down. This is what I call small talk, big promo going down today. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all go ahead and make sure you hit that share button right now. The time is now 7:20 p.m. people. We got 10 minutes to go before we go ahead and get live with our guest invasion of the Industry Mixer Countdown to the Mr. Chu Show, episode number 155. Just to let you know, we have been doing the Mr. Chu Show for quite some time now, but we are doing something new with this Industry Mixer Countdown 60 minutes before we get a 60-minute set started off, so that we can give you a little bit of promo and stuff like that that's going down. In fact, while I do have your attention real quick, let me see if it did. Now we're just going to give y'all a little taste of what is going to be going down tomorrow, because we have another invasion that is scheduled for tomorrow, and I got these lined up for all the way up until episode number 199. So just know that we are busy here doing what we do, and also we are here to entertain you, keep you informed of things that are going on around our great community in the Delta, and then also do what I can to make sure that we can motivate those of you who are out there who are dreamers. Understand that if you can think it, you can do it, and we want to be here to be that platform that will help get you exposure whenever you do need it for any of the events, any of the music, anything like that. If you got it in your head, we can help you achieve that. Your dreams, our canvas over here at acostudios.llc. Now, let me go ahead and give y'all a taste of tomorrow. This is Goldmouth Delay. You'll be here. Helltown. I do like I want to. Let me try that again. Oh, well, this is a whole different format, a whole different background. Look like that ain't gonna allow me to do what I wanted to do. Just sort of the overlay. What I was attempting to do is let y'all listen to that a little bit on the background while we had it going down. But hey, it is what it is. We got 7 minutes counting. Y'all make sure right now you go ahead and get your social media blasting on. Tell somebody that we are here live inside of the Industry Mixer Countdown to the Mr. Choo Show, episode 155, right here live. Y'all keep it live. 3 minutes until we get started. People, go ahead and hit that share button. And also a quick reminder that the Rumble Room has been officially opened up for episode number 155 of the Mr. Choo Show. So back right now, I am going to go ahead and put that QR code up on the top left side of your screen. Just over there, where you can go ahead and scan that QR code, get inside of the Rumble Room, grab your seat until we get started off. But of course, just let you know we get a 10-minute countdown after the show, or after we get through with the interview for the Mr. Choo Show. So definitely be on the lookout for that countdown. And also, make sure you tell your people that we are here every Monday through Friday. And we do the Industry Mixer countdown starting off at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Every now and then on the Friday, we have to compensate for working DJs as we salute the DJs each and every Friday. Big mad love to DJ Dino, who will be saluting this upcoming Friday, Hello Town's finest. And y'all, just to let y'all know, y'all see my show, it says Helltown Tuesday. Now, one of the things that I do love to express is, first off, the first 3 letters of Helena is H-E-N. And a lot of people say, don't say Helltown this and don't say it that. When I say it, I'm not putting the other L in it. I'm putting a whole different light, different spin on it, because I know a lot of people out there that love the city, they love how to represent it, and it has a long stint of goodness, badness, and ugly and all that. But one thing for sure, we will do what we can to make sure that it remains positive. And one of these gentlemen that's on the line with me today is one of those who's definitely been putting a whole lot of positive energies out there in the community with all the production that he's been doing, the activism, being on the city council, doing a whole lot of different things out there to make sure that you and I, as patrons of this great community, can continue to have the hope, the motivation that we can all come together, do a lot of things for the community in itself. So I definitely want to invite you all out to share this podcast, whether you're watching it right here now, live today, or if you just come across this in the future and you see this conversation and it strikes you and you like it, please don't hesitate to share this with somebody else. Go ahead, whatever one of these social media platforms that you're on. If you definitely see me and Mr. Chew on Facebook, hit me up on that. You see the Industry Mixer Countdown. Definitely do that. Now, before we get started, I got 2 minutes. I do want to let you know how it goes down every weekday, Monday through Friday. 5 o'clock p.m., we get the very first Industry Mixer Countdown going off. And that one is for Muppet and Mister, which is a podcast with me and my wife. We give y'all both the male and female perspective on some of the things that are going on in day-to-day life. We also give y'all transparency in the journey that we are going through as new couples, as new entrepreneurs, being able to get out there, and we're doing it so that you all can have a blueprint to see some of the struggles that we have. So hopefully you can see that you and your spouse can do major things if you put your mind to it and you believe in yourselves and you believe in each other. So that's exactly what we have going on here. Then, of course, that starts at 5 o'clock p.m., 6 o'clock after the first Industry Mixer Countdown. Then at 7 o'clock p.m., and right now you're in the midst of the Industry Mixer Countdown, we count down to the Mr. Chew Show that airs weeknights at 8 o'clock p.m. Right here, and all the exclusive stuff, Muppet and Mister, as well as the Mr. Chew Show. We do this on Rumble, which is a platform that allows us the free speech to do whatever it is that we need to do to entertain and, of course, with the morals that we have. So y'all know me, y'all know I ain't gonna go too wild, but it's just certain things that we were not able to discuss or play on music or any of that gives us the flexibility on Rumble. And one of the key parts that I do love about Rumble, it helps me as a content creator get paid for the thing that I love to do. So if you're out there, you are a content creator and you would love an opportunity to be able to, broadcast and do things out there. Let me hold up. They just got me on the big screen on that one. I'm gonna have to do some adjustments real quick before I get to the dock on here. Okay, there we go. I give y'all a little piece of the outside too. Alright, get these adjustments going on because I want to bring this young man on the camera real quick. So, good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, hang on one moment. Let me make sure I got your mic on. Okay, your mic is on. Let me mute it, turn it back on just to make sure. Okay, I don't see the sound coming from me. Let's see. Make sure you're not muted or you got your volume up. While he's doing that, let me take a couple, clean this screen off just a little bit. And you are welcome. Okay, let me try this. Let me try this real quick. Turn them off. Put them back on.
Hear me now, man?
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I had the wrong mic turned up. So
Already.
that was my fault, not yours.
It's the way that this technology been taking with me during the whole time of us starting this off. Honestly, if it would have been smooth sailing and we didn't have any tech issues, I probably would have been a little bit worried and wonder what was really going on at that moment.
Yes,
So
sir.
I do thank you for coming. I
No, thanks for
appreciate
having
you.
me on the show, man. I'm honored.
Absolutely, absolutely. I definitely we've been talking for since I've been back.
Yeah,
Been home and coordinating a few things on us to work together. So I figured that this would be one of those perfect opportunities for us to get there.
yeah, yeah. Well, glad. I mean, I love what you're doing in the community. And putting out the positive message about what's going on in the community, keep people informed too, which
Thank
is
you.
really important because everybody's always talking about we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. Okay, we're here now. We have a show. Letting people know what's going on.
Absolutely, and that's the whole thing of it. Just allowing the community to know the major players in the community as well, and also
Absolutely.
people that's not even in the community. Just
Yeah.
bridging the gap and allowing a lot of my friends to come jump in on here and vice versa.
Yes, sir.
So, how? Let's see. Before we go into this, would you like to go ahead and give them a little bit about that workshopping? Because I was, that's one of the things that kind of had me a little bit intrigued
So,
on, because I know you definitely keep up with the arts and entertainment stuff for us. But let us know a little
yeah,
bit something about that.
yeah. Okay, so I wrote this musical. I mean, like 8 years ago. I had a friend. Well, I have a friend. He's not, a good friend of mine, who is a New Orleans jazz musician. Um, he's been a professional musician for probably over 30 years, and he had put together Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. Those are some huge jazz greats. He had put together Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong tribute band, and he knew that I did plays and I wrote original plays. He said, I think this would be kind of cool if we had an original play about Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald. And so initially, what I did is I put together all of the music of recordings of stuff that Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong did, and my goal was to do something biographical. And then as I began to think about it, I said, it really would be interesting to play out this whole idea. What would it have been like if Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong had actually been involved romantically, you know, and I started thinking about that. And of course, to my knowledge, I don't think that ever happened in real life. And so then it seemed more natural to do fictitious characters. And so what I did is kind of uh, using Ella Fitzgerald as a muse and Louis Armstrong as a muse. I wrote a story, a love story about a jazz musician who was at the top. The story starts out with him being at the top of his game, but he becomes infatuated with this uh, up and coming artist. So much so that he actually convinces his manager to put her on and record an album with her, sight unseen, sight unheard. And they do the project, and so by the time we come to act two, actually her career begins to eclipse his. But basically gives all the ups and downs of the music industry at that time. Also, a love story between uh, this lead character and this lady that he infatuated with. So yeah, so we're actually uh, starting rehearsals, and what I call it workshop. What I decided to do is a small cast, probably about 8 people, 8 actors, and because some of the qualifications for some of the actors is very niche. It's like the guy who's the lead, he has to be able to sing and he has to be able to play trumpet. The one of the lead female, she has to be able to sing jazz. And so with those specific genres and stuff, I said, I didn't want to spend a bunch of time, um, doing an open cast and so a whole bunch of people. What I did is I just identified some jazz artists that I knew could probably could play the part. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill the cast around them. So
Marvelous.
we'll do a table read, and then if I like those people, other people in the table read, I attach them to the cast, and then I open up an audition and fill the rest of the cast. And then then my goal is to then do a small production here in the Little Rock, and see and preview it, see how it goes, get feedback on it, and then eventually take it on Broadway.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Now the other production is with. Okay. What was the name of that one again? Just to let them know. Go ahead and get out there
Okay,
as
now
well.
that one is called "Our Love Is Here to Stay," which basically is taken from a song that both Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong recorded. And so y'all will definitely be hearing about that in the fall. We're gonna do a table read for that in a few weeks from now. We'll rock, and then we'll start rehearsals, and then there'll definitely be a production here. Lately, what I've been doing, um, I've been opening. running all my shows here. For a lot of different reasons. A lot of times, and I know it's kind of hard to believe, but I can I can more inexpensively bring actors from Little Rock, Memphis, wherever, here to Helena, do a show here than I can to sometimes take an actor who lives in Little Rock and open a show there in Little Rock. And so what I've been doing, I did this with Bodyguard last summer. It worked out really good. I actually opened the show in Helena and previewed it, worked out all the kinks, which I'm glad I did because that show had a lot of technical issues with it.
Right, I saw.
And I was able to work out a lot of the kinks and stuff the first night, the first couple of nights. And then so by the time we went to Little Rock to travel with it, it was smooth. And so now we're gonna take that to Atlanta and Chicago this year. But
Right,
I'm finding that works really well. Another thing too is I actually I shoot stuff here. You know, I shot music videos here. I shoot scenes from movies here and stuff because it's cheap here. You know, I can get venues really easy, and sometimes it's a lot cheaper for me to bring in actors from all over the United States here than it is for me to go shoot something on location uh,
absolutely.
somewhere else. And so that's another thing too. The people who are watching and listening, you know, at this day in the industry, really, it's just really about having the equipment. You don't have to be in LA. You don't have to be in Chicago. You don't have to be in Atlanta. That's all cool.
Right,
In particular, if you're doing series television and that type of stuff, but even that's gonna fade away probably in the next 5 years. And almost everything is really going towards streaming platforms and the stuff that you're doing. You know, and so really that's where it is. And so if you can, like you were talking about being a content creator, if you can be that content creator that can develop that content and it's at a high enough quality level, man, you can shoot that stuff here and it can be
right.
on
That
BET.
if you build it, they will come.
I was sitting here at my house the other day. You know, my son was with me, and he was sitting there flipping, and he saw my film on Hulu. I mean, you know, it's just like I was in Europe, in Belgium, like 3 years ago, and one of my films. You know, I was at the hotel, and my movie was there. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything. I'm just saying, you know, everybody always says, "Oh, I got to get out of hell." And well, no, you gotta do what you gotta do
Right.
to get things done. It doesn't matter the
No matter
location.
where you start.
You know, it's where what you're doing or where you are. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, real quickly, go ahead and jump over to Woven.
Oh yeah, Woven. Oh, so
Tell
Woven
us
is
something about
super
that.
excited. So we started rehearsals on an original show. This is a show that Chris James wrote for me because I was in the middle of starting rehearsals for I Love Is Here to Stay, and then I'm also that's something else I didn't mention. I'm adapting a script for a film, a play for film, because I'm going to shoot another film in October of a play that I did. Love Came Down at Christmas, and so I'm working on that. And I was just totally inundated with that, but I got asked to uh, do something for Mosaic Templars in Little Rock, which is a Delta Culture Center. You know, I'm director there as well.
All right.
Our sister museum asked us to do something. I said this would be a perfect fit for my after school and summer drama team. I have a group of youth that I've been working with for about 4 years, um,
Kudos.
over
Bro.
all over the county, and so the theme of for the Juneteenth this year was woven, and basically talking about African Americans and how we've been in every area and aspect of society. We've been woven into it. We've made some type of contribution to society, and so we get to play that out. And I specifically wanted to concentrate on Arkansas people, and so it's Abraham and Eliza Milling, Dr. Samuel Kent, who was the
Could you
first.
tell us a little something about what they actually had to offer or what they woven
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
film?
woven and how they did. Okay, um, Abraham and Eliza Miller were probably two of the first. millionaires, black millionaires at that time in the state. They are Eliza Miller was one of the first black women in the country to ever to own, operate, and build a movie theater, which was right down on Walnut Street here in Helena. Um, Dr. Samuel Coons was one of the people we're featuring, who's right from Lexa. He was the one who created the procedure for the kidney transplant. Okay, then
Right
we
here in our
have
backyard.
yeah, right in our backyard. I mean, and these are all people from our area. Scipio Jones. Scipio Jones was the attorney for who represented the 12 men who were indicted in the Elaine massacre. He is the one who is accredited for developing the law proceedings of what we call habeas corpus, which is the law proceedings of due process in a criminal. Now in a criminal trial, if anytime a criminal is charged, they're supposed to get due process.
Right.
That emerged out of the Elaine massacre trial and the work of Scipio Jones. This just goes on and on and on.
Wow.
Debbie Turner, who was our second Black American. Um, who else do we feature? Um, uh, so all these particular people, and right here in our backyard in Arkansas, who have made these major contributions to our country and the world. Oh, Fatima Robinson, a name that a lot of people don't know, but is very well known in Hollywood. She, right here from North Little Rock. She was uh, choreographer Beyonce, Destiny's Child. Uh, I mean, you name it.
You schooling me today. I'm
She
loving this.
she did all the choreography for Dream Girls. She got a choreography for Sparkle. I mean, you name it, man. Any Broadway musical, black musical, has gone to screen, and most all of the major music videos she's choreographed. I mean,
Well, while I actually
many of
have you
Missy
here,
Elliott's videos, and it was from Little Rock, Fatima Robinson.
Fatima Robinson.
Hmm.
I think I've heard that name once, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never knew that she was from here, from
she should be
Arkansas.
from, yeah, North Little Rock.
Wow, there's a lot of great people. Now,
A lot of great
so
people. A lot of great people.
I want to add you in that of great people too now, so you can actually
Well,
get your role in thing.
I'm working at it. I'm trying to get there. I'm
Oh no,
trying to
no,
get
you're
there.
not trying. You're doing. And like
Well,
I said,
thank you.
this
I
is one of those
appreciate
opportunities where
it. I
the
appreciate
humbleness. I know you're humble. That's one of the main things that I do love
it. I
about you. You're
appreciate
a
it.
very humble man.
I appreciate it.
But you are doing a whole lot of things that people are keeping their eyes on.
Thank you, man.
You're definitely making sure that this entertainment, the arts, and all of that
Yes,
is still here, fresh in the Delta, especially
yes, sir.
Helena, West Helena,
Yes, sir.
Arkansas.
Yes,
So
sir.
for that, thank you. Now,
Yeah. And hey,
now
hey, you said you were going. You said you were ready to do some acting. When you coming out?
when is the next one you got here? I'm actually right now. I'm in a better position to actually start doing it and pursuing
Okay.
it a lot more with
Okay.
what I
Cool.
have going
Okay.
on now.
All
So
right.
yeah,
All right. Let you get your
I'm
feet.
glad you remember that because I was still looking for it.
Okay.
Just a matter
All
of
right.
getting
All
this
right.
fit and whenever I can be on one of the best opportunities for both of us. I want to make
Yes,
sure
sir.
that it's
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
before we get out of here, because I'm probably gonna get in trouble if I don't mention anything about this whole Swazoo and all this stuff
No,
that's
that's
going
fine. I
on in the West
understand.
Helena,
Hey,
Arkansas.
that's why you run for office. Yeah. Go ahead. What you
Absolutely.
got?
And like I said, one thing that I have been letting people know that this is nothing that was scheduled just because of that. This is
No,
definitely a
Nor,
conversation that
nor.
we've
I
had.
mean, we were scheduled for this like 3 weeks before all of that stuff happened.
Right.
So yeah, it's
So
like
I'm not gonna hit you with any hard questions. What I do want to know or would like to ask is there anything that you would like to add to everything that's been going on that can either bring a light on it or just certain things that us from the outside looking in don't know but we need to know?
well, I just say okay. It's like this. It's like you have to recognize and acknowledge things for what they are, and at the same time, exhibit love and kindness. You know, people have shortcomings. People have frailties. People have weaknesses. We all do, and I don't think this is a time to beat anybody down. On the same token, we have to evaluate those actions and say, okay, in the people I'm looking at for leadership, do these particular people exhibit the type of qualities that I would like? And then you just have to make that personal decision for yourself. Hey, I can live with this, or no, I can't. You know, and that's a personal decision for a lot of people. I think these are benchmarks of things that are non-negotiables. You have to have this, or no, if you fall below this line, I just can't fool with you. And those are the decisions that people have to make. And once they make those decisions, don't apologize for it. I mean, because everybody's got their standards of what they expect and what they believe. And I don't think it necessarily makes the person a bad person as much as it is this is my expectation, this is my standard. It just be like if you're dating somebody, right? You're dating somebody, you're like your significant other, my girlfriend, your wife, or whatever. You have your expectations of what you want to, of what you would expect in that person. If they fall below the standards of that, then you say, well, okay, this may not be a good fit for me. It's the same way with an elected official. Or does it mean that, oh, this is an evil person, or this is a bad person, or whatever? Well, those decisions can be in the wash, and those are all left up for decision. But but it's your decision what you feel like my expectation, what I expect a leader, the type of things I expect a leader to do, and what I expect a leader to have. And I think
Right,
that's
right.
what happened with the city council. The city council said, okay, here was our benchmark of what the expectations that we think a leader should have. And they said, okay, for, with this particular action, you may not have hit the bar of where we think, the expectations are. So now we've made this decision, and we're making a recommendation that maybe you should step down. You know,
Absolutely.
does it
And
mean that
I do love the
I
unity.
hate you? Does it? No. It just
Right.
means that these were our expectations of level. You necessarily meet that bar. It's just like even when I'm a supervisor, I have to evaluate people all the time, and people get mad at me because sometimes I evaluate them in a way that they don't
Your
think
boss
I
higher
should.
than what they even know.
Yeah, it's the way I should. I'm sure you probably been in the same situation
Absolutely.
being a manager. I know
Or
you
even
man.
if they know what the bar is, sometimes they still
Yeah,
don't even fit those expectations.
yeah. And
Well,
everybody
so,
thinks that everybody
well,
thinks that,
let me
yeah,
ask
they
this
should be.
real quick, so
Yeah,
so
sure,
we
sure.
can go ahead and get out because I like to
Sure, sure.
make sure that we
Yeah, yeah,
keep
go
a
ahead.
positive tone.
Yeah, sure.
Is there any advice that you can give to the city that will lead us in the right direction and a quick tone with it? And then also
I mean, I'm
let
gonna
them
tell.
know what
This is what I would say. Okay, go ahead with the also, and then I'll tell you.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say after that. Just let them know where they can find you at online and
sure.
all your social media information. Floor is
Okay,
yours.
okay. So if I for a city, I mean, my view is, Dad used to always say something, and when I was younger, sometimes I'll be honest with you, I would kind of roll my eyes because it just seems so kind of cliche. But he would always say, do everything above board. He said, and to be honest with you, in my early 20s, I don't think I really even knew what above board actually meant. I think I have a better understanding of what that is now. But basically, what he was saying was, do everything at a standard that if your mama was looking over your shoulder, or if Jesus was in the room with you, you'd be okay with it. And if you can follow, that standard, then you're probably gonna be all right. Listen, I had a phone call, and I probably shouldn't even be sharing this, but I'm gonna share it anyway because it makes a point. I got a phone call from somebody. I'm not gonna say who, but I got a phone call from somebody who was an employee with the city, and this was after I had won the election. And they asked me. They said, I want to know whose side you're gonna be on. And you know what I said? I said I'm gonna be on the side of what's right. And this person, and I'm talking very very candid. They assumed that because the person who would have been the incumbent had came out in public and endorsed the incumbent publicly endorsed me, so I endorsed him, and so they assumed that then I was going to take the stance where I was just going to immediately fight against the mayor elect. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. If the mayor elect comes who is now mayor, if they have a good idea or making a good decision, I'm gonna vote for it. I'm not gonna against it because you didn't support me,
You on the upper
or
team.
you didn't endorse me during the election. So now everything that you bring to me, I vote against it. That's dumb. And nor am I going to vote for everything if I don't think that it's best for the city. And I think that's the way everybody should make their determinations. Whether
Absolutely.
it's a city official, whether it's a citizen. Is this a right decision? If it's a right decision, yeah, vote for it. If it's not, don't vote for something because this is my friend, this is my buddy, this is my pal. You know, no, you vote for it because it's the right thing for the city. And I think if the people vote for or try at least try to vote for people who have that mindset and hold us accountable to that, you know, because I'm gonna tell you, it makes a difference when when we know as a city officials when we know that people are following us and they're holding us accountable and we get in Walmart and you hem us up and say, "Hey, listen," you point your finger in my face and say, "Hey, why did you vote this way?" Or "I didn't agree with this. I didn't get this." Or explain to me why you did this. And we know that you're gonna hold us accountable for the decisions that we're making. Oh yeah, we're gonna be a lot more conscious of the decisions we make. So that's what my encouragement would be. Hold your people accountable and have high expectations for them, and vote vote and try to support the people who you feel are going to make best decisions for the city, and not this is somebody I like or this is my friend. Hopefully, sometimes those wind up being the same, but sometimes they don't. There's a lot of people I love them to pieces, but I wouldn't vote for them.
I'm with
And I'm
support,
not just
right?
talking about
I'm with
locally. I'm not talking about locally. I'm also talking about in state politics as well.
absolutely. Well, Dr. Miller, I definitely appreciate your time today. And again, I do want to give you your roses because you have definitely been a
Thank you.
pillar in this community for quite some time now. And I do look forward to being in a place one day where I'm on stage right there along with you. That has been one of my, what they call it, a bucket list or something like that, to be
Okay.
on something like that. So
Okay.
I definitely am looking
Oh,
forward to
I'm gonna be looking for you then.
it.
I'm gonna
Indeed.
call you and say, hey man, I got the perfect role for you.
Let me know, and I will be there.
Okay,
We'll
man.
make it happen.
Hey
But
man,
I
thanks so much for thinking about me. I'm gonna tell you,
absolutely,
I say this all the time, and people don't believe me. I'm also a minister too, and I do these interviews and I do minister and stuff, but I hardly ever get invited to do stuff at home. And, it's
and
like,
I'm
and
one
so
of the newer doing it.
and I guess I don't know if the people here don't. I guess they just say, "Oh, that's Kyle." I don't know, or they think I'm too busy. No, no.
I
So
believe it could be a little bit of both because
yeah, yeah.
it's one
So
of those things like with myself. I'm still to this day rubbing off that. Oh, that's the Dollar General manager over there. Everybody know me as the DG manager. So when I started getting back into this and doing it more here at home, it was kind of like, oh, that's the manager of Dollar General. So yeah, it
and you were the
definitely
best
sticks
manager
with me.
ever. And I know you're doing big and great things. But I sure wish you would come back.
I tried, but that's a whole
Hey, it
nother
didn't
story.
work
I
out.
think that was one of the
God had
bridges
another
that they want
plan.
me to be across.
God had another plan.
Indeed. Thank you again for your time, Dr.
Hey
Miller.
man, bless you, man.
And stay blessed as well. Until
Thank
next
you.
time.
Yes, sir.
Got
Bye.
everybody. I definitely want to say thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Mr. Chu Show. And we're gonna do a 2 minute countdown. That was just a little bit too real in order for me to go ahead and decide that I want to cut that whole conversation off at the stopping point. But I will go ahead look for the link for the Mr. Chu Show. The Rumble Room is officially open, my people. So make sure that you go ahead, scan that QR code right now. Make your way over to the Mr. Chu Show so you can enjoy another episode of Orientation with your boy. Countdown starts. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of the Mr. Chu Show. And y'all, we are live right now today inside of episode number 155. And yo, if you had an opportunity to check out the Industry Mixer Countdown today, yo, when I tell you, I know that you enjoyed that thing because I enjoyed that thing. Woo-wee is all I can say right now. Man, love to Dr. Miller for checking in and keeping us up to par on what is going on around in the entertainment world as well as the political world of Helena, West Helena, Arkansas. And just to let you know, we are alive officially over the next 60 minutes of your airways right here on Rumble. And I do want to say thank you for tuning in to another show. I got some artists like Big Lack, Tip of the Gun, GTV Fred, YTV Fat. You know I got some Ed Dolo. Send me the bad guy and a little bit more coming up in this hour. So y'all make sure you stick around because this is something that you definitely do not want to miss. It's been a great weekend, but it is now officially time to get the week going. So let's go right now. Let's get it.